friends, and welcome to the one show that's unlike all the rest. Boy, has there never been a truer statement. It is your award-winning Kingsport Chamber Zone, the show that's all about this great city of Kingsport and your Kingsport Chamber of Commerce. I am Bob Figgins with your Kingsport Chamber.
Yes.
She's my good friend, Laura Woods. And Happy Shopper with Care Centers Management Consulting. And Elle, my friend, like the Petula Clark song says, we've gone downtown for our show today and for a number of great reasons.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
It is amazing what is happening here in downtown Kingsport. If you have not been down here lately to see all of the activity, you have to get down here. It does not matter what you're interested in doing. If you want to eat, they have the restaurants. If you want to shop, they have tons of stores, every kind of taste, every kind of style that you can possibly imagine. Sports complexes, breweries, you name it, you'll find it right here in downtown Kingsport. And the great news is that it's still growing. There's still a lot of new things coming to downtown Kingsport, and we can't wait to tell you all about it when we have Sherry Mosley and Emma Clark with the Downtown Kingsport Association on our show.
Looking forward to that, and we'll also profile a local group of engineers who are doing great work all around the world. It's Engineers Without Borders, and they are putting together their experience and expertise in engineering to help communities in several different countries. We'll tell you all about that and how it's changing the lives of the people who live there.
Such a neat organization.
Yes,
they are doing some really cool things. And speaking of some really cool things, we of course have a wonderful Veterans Memorial Park right here in Kingsport. It is a beautiful area that honors the service and the sacrifice of the many veterans that called this community home. Well, it's time for that park to enter phase 2, and we are going to have Kathy Tucker with the City of Kingsport on the show to talk about what that entails and how you get to help out with it.
A fun CZ ahead with a lot of great guests and a lot of great topics. But before we get to all those wonderful guests, let's take a look at your upcoming Kingsport Chamber events. Okay, Laura, help me complete the lines to this song.
I love
okay?
saying that tune. Okay.
Things will be great when you're
Downtown.
no finer place for sure.
Downtown.
Everything's waiting for you.
Downtown.
And we could add a word to that, Downtown Kingsport, because there's so much happening in Downtown Kingsport these days. If you've not been here, then you need to come down and check it out, because there's so much activity. But lucky for us, we are here at the Downtown Kingsport Association. We have Sherry Mosley and Emma Clark on the show today to tell us all about what's happening downtown. Sherry is the Executive Director here at the Downtown Kingsport Association, and Emma is the Associate Executive Director. So thanks for hosting your CZ today.
Well, thank you for having us. Excited to have you all here.
Yeah, we're thrilled to be here and thrilled with all that's going on in Downtown Kingsport. But before we talk about all that, Sherry, give us an overview of the Downtown Kingsport Association.
The Downtown Kingsport Association, as we call DKA, is very similar to the Chamber of Commerce. What you guys do for the entire city of Kingsport, we do for the downtown. We are like the marketing and the advertising arm for the merchants down here in the restaurants. We offer cooperative advertising opportunities for them to take advantage of. We put on events to bring people down here. It's our job to bring people down here, and the merchants need to bring them into their shop.
Sure.
So we help strengthen their advertising and help their advertising dollars stretch.
And people flock downtown in no short order reason because of the restaurants that are down here. It has absolutely become a destination when you want to go get some wonderful food. Already are some well-established restaurants here. You've got some new ones though that are opening up and a number that are on the way. Talk to us about that.
Actually, Emma and I were looking yesterday. We have over 33 restaurants located in downtown Kingsport.
And Bob's tried them all.
Not yet. I'm still waiting.
Okay, sorry.
A couple of pizza places though.
Sorry.
We have 33. Actually, 3 of them are on their way.
Okay.
We have a brand spanking new one that's going to be opening up next week on Main Street. Italian Village is going to be here possibly next month, as well as Papa's and Beer. Those are the brand new ones. We are super excited to have McAdoo's that just opened last year, and they have become a true destination for downtown.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And of course, in addition to the restaurants, you also have a number of stores. There's a flurry of activity with shopping and a number of new stores that are here and on the way as well.
We do. We have several of merchants that have opened up on the new commerce area. We've got Artiques, Bloom, and then we also have a ton of them on Market Street as well as on Broad Street. Some of the new ones I believe that opened is Turquoise Boutique, and then Style has opened up a pop-up shop. Well, it was a Christmas shop, but now she's going to have something a little bit different in there for spring.
Sure. Certainly. So you've got food down here and you've got shopping down here, but I guess if somehow those don't interest people, you have events and activities down here as well, special things going on, particularly during the spring and summer. So what's on tap for that?
Well, on spring and summer, what's on tap as far as the events go, there's two events that you don't want to miss, and one of them is our progressive dinner, top of the town progressive dinner. That's where we're going to showcase 3 lofts. You're going to have a nice fine dining dinner on the roof deck of those lofts with food and entertainment.
Don't forget live music.
And live music. That is May 29th is when that event is. Tickets are on sale now. They're $100. We're only selling 100 of those.
Okay.
You don't want to miss that. That's a really unique opportunity. Then the next event is on June 20th. That's our farm to table event, and that's where we close Broad Street. We seat 100 people down the middle of Broad, and that's become quite popular as well. We sold out last year, and we look forward to selling out again this year. So get your tickets.
Yeah.
That farm to table event has been really neat to watch it progress too. So to see year number 2, and we want to expand that down Broad Street, and we want to keep expanding. So we hope people continue to come and attend that.
Very appreciative of Tri-Summit Bank to sponsor that as well.
Absolutely. Well, and then of course, along the events line, concerts are always a big part of being downtown during the spring and summer. And the summer
live music.
So, yeah, Emma, that's your cue. The summer concert series coming back to downtown, right?
Yes, absolutely. We are thrilled to be partnering with the Kingsport Convention and Visitors Bureau, who heads that up. And they have worked tirelessly all year to get all the contracts signed and get the bands lined up. And I know they're waiting on possibly 2 more contracts to get signed, so we can't quite announce any music just yet. But on Thursday night is going to be our Bluegrass series, and then Friday is the Twilight Alive series. And who knows, we might sneak in a little event on Saturday as well.
Ooh, a tease.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's a tease.
And again, you can come downtown any day during the week and any night during the week with so much going on. But you have, particularly the first Thursday of each month, you have the first Thursday Sip and Stroll, Emma, which is a perfect opportunity to come and enjoy some beverages while you're shopping.
Yeah, we have so many wonderful shops that have agreed to stay open late until 8 on our first Thursday events, and we really wanted to ramp that up this year and create some excitement about it. So a lot of places are going to be offering appetizers and hors d'oeuvres. Some will be doing live music and wine and beverages throughout. So we're really excited about that. Yeah.
Now let me clarify. You cannot have wine and walk on the sidewalks.
That's right, yeah.
So many people have asked me
You
that.
can sip and stroll in the store itself.
It is, and then you have to deposit your into the garbage and then go to the next store and you can do it all over.
You should really call it Sip then Stroll.
Yeah.
I should, but I've had to clarify that too many times.
That's funny.
And then the other caveat to the first Thursday Sip and Stroll, and I wanted to tell you all, we are super excited about our Kingsport Keys project. So you're probably seeing little pianos kind of popping up here and there around on our streets. So every first Thursday we're going to unveil a new collection of pianos that artists have adopted and have put their own little spin on them, and we're going to strategically place them downtown.
And we haven't even talked about, but that complements the art walk that's already downtown, all the beautiful artwork.
Yes, another vital partner to downtown is our Kingsport Cultural Arts Department. Bonnie McDonald and her staff have done an amazing job getting all of this art down here. And it just, that's how you can tell that a downtown is thriving, when you see art pieces everywhere, and we have that going on for sure.
Sure.
Now, you've also been a draw recently for a number of sports venues, from karate to the Brickyard Park to the TNT Sportsplex. A lot of sports stores and venues are opening downtown.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, TNT Sportsplex, we're super excited about that. They've opened up on Main Street. They have, over 8 basketball courts. And again, they partner with the Kingsport Convention and Visitors Bureau, who help keep them packed every single weekend, and they are packed. There's cars all over Main Street for TNT Sportsplex. We've got CrossFit that's down there as well on Market Street. There's all kinds of fitness places down here, workout facilities, one across the street, Accelerated Fitness. But you're right, there's karate. There's all kinds of stuff for you to do down here. Lots of Pilates.
Yoga studios.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lots of fitness opportunities.
For any of us who've lived in Kingsport for a number of years, we know that the transformation that's happened down here has been nothing really short of remarkable. So what do you attribute all of the growth and the excitement around downtown to?
Partners. I can sum that up in one word: absolute vital partners. Like I mentioned, the Kingsport Cultural Arts Department, Bonnie McDonald and her staff, the City of Kingsport, the Public Works Department, our new city manager is a wealth of information. The Chamber of Commerce is a vital partner. We have the Vashons, developers. They purchase all kinds of buildings. They take it upon themselves to fix those buildings up, get the appropriate tenant. They don't just rent to anyone. They make sure it's an appropriate mix, so you have the right mix of retail, restaurant, and entertainment.
That's great.
And if businesses wanted to join the Downtown Kingsport Association, if you have a business in downtown, I can't understand why you would not want to support this great organization. How do they do that, and what do they get out of their membership here?
Come in and see us here at 229 Broad Street. We have, like Sherry mentioned earlier, the things that cooperative efforts to host events and match your advertising dollars. And we love doing it. We love working with these local businesses downtown. And so please come in and see us, and we'll give you a rundown of all the great things that we can do to help you out.
Yeah.
Well, there is a lot going on, and Emma, if people want more information on the Downtown Kingsport Association, to find out all that is happening downtown, where can they find that information?
You can go to our website, www.downtownkingsport.org, or give us a call, 423-246-6550.
We also have a really active Facebook page.
Sure.
And we also put out two newsletters, once a month on the first of each month. And we also put out a weekender, so you always know the entertainment that's going on. It'll come out every Wednesday.
Yeah. And of course, we're located right here on Broad Street, so very easy to find too. I know that y'all are social. You like people to come in and say hi to you. So,
Absolutely.
well, Sherry Mosley, Emma Clark with the Downtown Kingsport Association, thank you all so much. What an exciting time to be a part of Downtown Kingsport. So we really appreciate all of that you all have put into making this a wonderful part of our community.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming here.
Sure.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you both. And when we come back on your CZ, we'll tell you how our local engineering group is helping communities all around the world.
Your Kingsport Chamber of Commerce Golf Scramble tees off Monday, May 11th at Ridgefields. Tee times are 9 a.m. or 2 p.m. with great awards and whole prizes. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner provided. Enjoy playing this Donald Ross masterpiece and support your Kingsport Chamber. Contact your Kingsport Chamber at 392-8800 or go to kingsportchamber.org. Your Kingsport Chamber Golf Scramble, Monday, May 11th at Ridgefields. Sponsored by Food City, Pepsi, Hunter Smith & Davis, and WKPT-TV ABC 19.
And welcome back to this edition of your Kingsport Chamber Zone from Downtown Kingsport in the beautiful home of the Downtown Kingsport Association.
Engineers Without Borders is a professional association of local engineers who use their considerable talents and expertise to help create engineering projects that transform communities all around the world. Here now to tell us more about the amazing work of this great organization are Lauren Johnson and Andrew Silva. Both are chemical engineers with Eastman, and Lauren is the president of Engineers Without Borders, and Andrew is the organization secretary. Thanks for being on your CZ today. Your first appearance, our first time talking about your great group.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us, Bob.
Thank
you.
Engineers Without Borders, tell us about what it is you do. Give us an overview of your organization.
All right, sure. Yeah, Engineers Without Borders is a national organization, and EWB is a nonprofit humanitarian organization that partners with the developing communities worldwide to help them meet their basic human needs. So what they do is help the communities build basic infrastructure like clean water and sanitation and renewable energy projects.
Sure. And Andrew, this is a worldwide organization, so of course it reaches out communities all over the world. So can you give us an idea of some of the projects that have happened across the globe through EWB?
Sure. So there's a number of different types of projects, like Lauren was talking about, water quality, water supply, infrastructure. I was involved with a project in Nicaragua. It was a roadway project that a roadway was flooded very badly, and we worked on a water diversion technology to help that community out.
Wow, that's cool.
And more importantly, obviously, than helping the communities and creating these great projects, you're also enhancing the lives and helping the lives of the people who live there.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. EWB's vision is that all communities in the world have the means by which to meet their basic needs. And so EWB provides engineering expertise to help these communities meet their needs themselves. Yeah.
So how do chapters decide what projects they're going to work on, and how does the local Engineers Without Borders chapter decide what you're going to do?
Well, actually, EWB takes a unique grassroots approach to partnership. So requests for help actually come directly from the communities themselves. They identify their need and they propose a solution they think might work for them, and then they ask Engineers Without Borders for help.
And what's next? What's your next project?
Do you have one?
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. Yeah,
Okay.
we just started partnering with a community in Samne, Peru.
In Peru?
That's right.
Yes, yes. In December, we partnered with the community in Samne, Peru. It's a rural community in northern Peru. It's a little bit west of the Andes, and they have about 800 people. They have a very, very old and severely deteriorated water supply system.
Okay.
So their community isn't getting enough water right now, and they're not sure how clean their water is. So they've asked Engineers Without Borders for help. And our chapter is actually sending a small travel team to Peru for the first time this August to meet the community and assess their water system and
That's neat.
figure out how we can help them.
That's really cool. So how do engineers join EWB?
Sure. So actually, you don't even need to be an engineer to join.
Bob.
Yes,
Anybody can.
anybody.
So engineering is at the core of what we do.
Okay.
We aim to create appropriate technologies for these communities to use, but it goes well beyond that. You know, there's a social aspect to these projects, which often is one of the most difficult parts of the project. So we're really looking for anybody who is passionate about making positive social change and is just looking to help people improve their lives. Anybody can join by visiting our website. It's ewb-tricities.org. And if they just hit contact us at the top of that page and get in touch with us, we'll be sure to add them to our distribution list.
Well, and you do great work, and like any organization, you're also in need of funding, so you can continue to do this great work. And you have a fundraiser coming up with your second golf tournament now, I believe, the second one you've held, right? So tell us about this fun event.
Yes, we're having our second annual golf tournament. It's on June 20th at the Buffalo Valley Golf Course in Unicoi. We're raising money to send that small travel team to Peru in August. And Andrew, do you want to tell us about the prizes?
Yeah, sure. There are a lot of exciting prizes, one of which is a custom driver from a local
Dixon
business.
Golf.
Dixon Golf, yeah.
Great.
And there's also a lot of gift baskets, a lot of local restaurant gift cards, bagel exchange. We'll be offering coupons. We believe that everybody that attends will be able to get a coupon for that. And many more prizes to come too.
You signed Bob up with the offer of the custom driver prize, and then you just signed my husband up with the offer of the bagel exchange because I will eat those.
Ooh,
not,
good.
not necessarily him. If people want to sign up for the golf tournament and get more information about it, how do they do that?
So they can sign up online at ewbgolf.brownpapertickets.com.
Okay.
The cost of registration is $75, and there's a lot more information online about all the details.
That's wonderful. It's such a wonderful organization, and it's so cool because you don't necessarily get to hear a lot about that here locally. So the fact that you all are involved in it and all the wonderful things that you're doing, thank you all so much. So Lauren Johnson, Andrew Silva, both with Eastman Chemical Company, thank you for the time that you've given to this great organization and sharing those talents with it. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you. And when we come back on your CZ, we'll tell you what new additions are coming to the Kingsport Veterans Memorial.
Your Kingsport Chamber of Commerce Golf Scramble tees off Monday, May 11th at Ridgefields. Tee times are 9 a.m. or 2 p.m. with great awards and whole prizes. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner provided. Enjoy playing this Donald Ross masterpiece and support your Kingsport Chamber. Contact your Kingsport Chamber at 392-8800 or go to kingsportchamber.org. Your Kingsport Chamber Golf Scramble, Monday, May 11th at Ridgefields. Sponsored by Food City, Pepsi, Hunter Smith & Davis, and WKPT-TV ABC 19.
And welcome back to your Kingsport Chamber Zone on location from the very busy and thriving and vibrant downtown Kingsport.
And you know, Bob, we really wouldn't be able to enjoy this beautiful downtown that we have here in Kingsport, or truly any of the freedoms that we have, but for the sacrifice and the service of our veterans. It is very important for us every single day that we recognize what these veterans have done for us and all that they have given us as citizens here of the United States. Kingsport, of course, has tried to recognize the veterans as well through its Veterans Memorial, and now a group of dedicated volunteers along with the city of Kingsport is interested in enhancing that memorial. And here to tell us more about it is Kathy Tucker. Kathy is with the city of Kingsport and the coordinator for the Kingsport Veterans Memorial Project. So Kathy, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, we've had the privilege of having the Veterans Memorial Project here in Kingsport for 6 years.
For a few years, yes we have.
For about 6 years. So can you give us a history of the project, how it came about?
Okay. In 2005, a group of people approached Kingsport Tomorrow about having that as a project so that we would have a Veterans Memorial in the city. And so our board voted on that, and they decided it was an awesome idea. So then after that, a committee was formed, and that committee was charged with determining where the memorial was going to be, the architect and general contractor, and the fundraising effort, of course, because that was huge, the funding of the memorial. And so the architect, Jim Henderson, did his design, and that includes 1,782 pavers. And there's a central plaza area that has, of course, our American flag up there on the flagpole. And then on either side of the plaza, he has what he called walks of honor, and they go out from either side. And then flanking either side of the walkway then is where the red granite pavers were put. And also back in that plaza area, there are black, well, they're called monoliths, and it's the granite partitions that stand up basically, and those have the killed in action from World War I through the Afghan-Iraq War, and there are 370 of those. I'm pretty sure that's the right number for the killed in action. So.
For anyone who's never been there, it's such a beautiful and lasting tribute to our veterans.
It certainly is.
So we encourage everyone to go there. But so now you're moving on to add to the Kingsport Veterans Memorial, Phase 2 of the project. So tell us what all that will entail and what we'll see there when that's finished.
Okay, well here again, our architect Jim Henderson has done that design. And so from that central plaza area, it will extend back toward the park, back there at J. Fred Johnson Park. This is the memorial, of course, if people don't know, it's on Fort Henry Drive next to Dobbins Bennett High School. And so there will be another plaza area back in that direction, and then flanking either side of that plaza will be more red granite pavers, and there are 382 of those available. And so a couple years ago, we went ahead and moved forward with the second phase in terms of selling the pavers. And we had sold 222 as of like February of this year. And now we've put on a stronger push. And so in the last 3 months, we've sold another 70. So we've sold 292 out of the 382, leaving 90. So we are selling those on a first come, first served basis for folks. And the paver is approximately 6 by 11 inches, and it includes the veteran's name and like the branch of service, you know, that they served in, if they were in any wars, or basically just things that, you know, you can attribute to that particular person there. And so, did I say they're $200? I can't remember.
You did not, but that was going to be one of my questions.
Okay, so yes, $200, and they can contact me. My phone number is 423-426-1215, or this is all lowercase, my email, Tucker, that's TUCKERC, at ci.kingsport.tn.us.
Okay. And are the pavers then that you're selling now match the pavers that are already part of the...
Absolutely. The thing about that is the idea by Jim Henderson actually was brought up a few years ago at the dedication, which was on Veterans Day, November 11th, 2008. And he said, we've got extra red granite, it could be expanded. And so that's how that all came about, because that was still with the Graniteers down in Elberton, Georgia. So we just... It's down there still because they are the ones that do the sandblasting of all the information for the veterans that's put on the pavers.
And it's important that you be able to also, you want to sell the remaining pavers as well in order to move forward with the project.
Exactly. And the city is doing fundraising as well. So, but the goal is to have the dedication this Veterans Day this year. But that will, of course, all depend upon how much fundraising, because it takes a lot of money to do this. And unlike with the first memorial, which we could bring in heavy equipment on site, now everything will have to be done, you know, by hand, and that's kind of actually more expensive to do that than the big equipment and stuff. So.
Kathy, what does the Kingsport Veterans Memorial mean, not only to the city of Kingsport, but to our local veterans?
Well, you know, first and foremost, that shows the veterans how much the city and the community appreciate their service and sacrifice, and how we want to pay tribute to them. And I think it's wonderful that we hear stories about how people will go down and they will find their name, or they will find a relative's name, and or someone who's passed away, and they can reflect upon that person and their life. And it's really an awesome thing that our city has done. We ought to be really, really proud of that memorial. It's beautiful and it's wonderul for our veterans.
And I've seen people there doing etchings once they found the name.
They do. They certainly do. Kind of like we did when we were kids with things. Exactly. You do that with your pencil and paper.
Exactly. So Kathy, remind us one more time, if people want to purchase a paver, they want more information about the Veterans Memorial Project, how they can contribute, what's the best way to do that? All
right, they do that through me. My phone number is 423-426-1215. And my email address is Tucker, Tucker, ci.kingsport.tn.us.
That's great.
Okay, perfect. Well, Kathy Tucker with the City of Kingsport and the Kingsport Veterans Memorial, thanks for being with us today, and thank you for what you're doing to honor and remember our veterans.
It's my pleasure. I'm honored to do it.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
Stay tuned, because when Bob and I come back, it will be time for us to hit the stores here in downtown Kingsport. Can't wait.
Your Kingsport Chamber of Commerce Golf Scramble tees off Monday, May 11th at Ridgefields. Tee times are 9 a.m. or 2 p.m. with great awards and whole prizes. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner provided. Enjoy playing this Donald Ross masterpiece and support your Kingsport Chamber. Contact your Kingsport Chamber at 392-8800 or go to kingsportchamber.org. Your Kingsport Chamber Golf Scramble, Monday, May 11th at Ridgefields. Sponsored by Food City, Pepsi, Hunter Smith & Davis, and WKPT-TV ABC 19.
Well, we've made our way out here on the sidewalk on Broad Street, and Laura, wow, I'm glad we did, because we couldn't find a parking spot.
And it's a Chamber of Commerce kind of day here in downtown Kingsport. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely, and there's so much, as you heard on our show today, so much going on in downtown Kingsport. If you've not come down here to eat, shop, dine, visit, just have fun, be entertained lately, then come, because there's so much happening in downtown Kingsport. Again, go to downtownkingsport.org for all that information. And we want to thank the Downtown Kingsport Association for hosting us today, and as always, Charter Media for producing our show.
Yes, fantastic team all the way around. We also want to remind you that to find out what's happening in Kingsport, of course, always watch us here on the Kingsport Chamber Zone, but you can also use other avenues to find out what's going on. You can go to visit the Kingsport Chamber. They are located at 400 Clinchfield. They'd love to see you. You can also check them out on Facebook and Twitter. They're very social, as you know, or just give them a call, 392-8800, or go to kingsportchamber.org.
And this beautiful spring weather morning we're enjoying today has me in mood for your Kingsport Chambers Golf Scramble.
This would be perfect for it.
Which is coming up on Monday, May 11th at Ridgefields Country Club.
Don't forget the sponsors of that golf tournament, Food City, Pepsi, Hunter Smith & Davis. We're very thankful for them. You can call the Chamber 392-8800 to get your team registered. You better hurry.
Until our next visit together on your CZ, we are Bob and Laura reminding you to please be loyal
and buy local. Have a great week.